was almost 2 a.m. when Colonel Hume pulled to a stop outside Chase's house. The neighborhood was nice, posh even, and the house was large and sprawling. Chase clearly did all right for himself. He had a couple of small satellite dishes on the roof, and there seemed to be a big commercial air conditioning unit at the side of the house. Guy probably had a server farm in his basement. He also probably had a sawed-off shotgun or a .357 Magnum under his desk, and he likely didn't answer the doorbell when it rang this late at night. Although Hume could remove his blue Air Force uniform jacket before going in, he was pretty much stuck with the uniform shirt and pants, not to mention the precise 1 centimeter buzz cut. It looked like Chase was still up. Light was seeping in around the edges of the living room curtains. There was no indication that Webmine tapped regular voice lines, at least not yet. Hume had stopped at a 7-Eleven along the way and bought, with cash, a disposable pay-as-you-go cell phone. He used it now to call Chase at the unlisted number that was in his dossier. The phone rang 3 times, then a gruff voice said, "Better be good." "Mr. Chase, my name is Hume and I'm in a car out front of your house." "No shit. What you want?" "I can't imagine you're not sitting at a computer, Mr. Chase, so Google me. Pt.2. He spelled out the names. "Impressive. Initials," said Chase after a moment. "USAF, DARPA, RAND, watch. But don't tell me what you want." "I want to talk to you about Webmine." He half expected the curtain to be drawn a little and a face to peek out at him, but doubtless Chase had security cameras. "No parking on my street after midnight, man. Get a ticket." "Pull into the driveway." Hume did that, got out of the car, and headed through the chill night air to the door. Mercifully, the rain had stopped. By the time he was on the stoop, Chase had opened the door and was waiting for him. "You packing?" asked Chase. Hume did have a gun, but he left it in the glove compartment. "No." "Don't move." The man turned and looked at a monitor in the hallway, which was showing an infrared scan, which indeed revealed that he wasn't carrying a gun. Chase stood aside and gestured toward the living room. "In." One wall was covered with shelving units displaying vintage computer equipment, much of which had been obsolete even before Chase had been born. The second wall had something Hume hadn't seen for decades, although there was a time when countless computing facilities had displayed it. A giant line printer printout on tractor feed paper of a black and white photo of Raquel Welch, made entirely of ASCII characters. This one had been neatly framed. Another wall had a long workbench with a dozen LCD monitors on it and 4 ergonomic keyboards spaced at regular intervals. In front of it was a wheeled office chair on a long, clear plastic mat. Chase could slide along, stopping at whichever screen he wished. Chase was tall, black, and heroin addict thin, with long dreadlocks. There was a gold ring through his right eyebrow and a series of silver loops going down the curve of his left ear. "You ever kill anyone?" Chase asked. Hume raised his eyebrows. "Yes, in Iraq." "That a bad war, man." "I didn't come here to discuss politics," said Hume. "Maybe Webmine stop all the wars," said Chase. "Maybe humanity should be able to determine its own destiny," said Hume. "And you don't think we able to do that much longer, so?" "Yes," said Hume. Chase nodded. "You right, maybe. Beer?" "Thanks, no, I've got a long drive home." Hume knew that Chase was 24. He'd come to the States 3 years ago, the required paperwork magically appearing. More proof that he was one of the best hackers in the business. In other circumstances, someone else might have gone off the reservation to hire a former Black Ops sniper. But for this, a digital assassin was called for. "So, what do you want from me?" said Chase. "Webmine must be stopped," Hume said. "But the government is going to waste too much time deciding what to do, so it has to be done by guys like you." "There ain't no guys like me, flyboy," said Chase. Hume frowned but said nothing. "You don't say to Einstein, 'Guys like you.' I'm Mozart. I'm Michael Jordan." "Which is why I came to you," Hume said. "The public doesn't know this, but Webmine is instantiated as cellular automata. Each cell consists of a mutant packet with a TTL counter that never decrements to 0. What's needed is a virus that can find and delete those packets. Write me that code. Why, I want to do that, man. Hume knew the only answer that would matter. For the cred. Hacking into a bank was so last millennium. Compromising military systems had been done quite literally to death. But this, no one had ever taken out an AI before. To the one who'd managed that, would ensure immortality, a name, or at least a pseudonym, that would live forever. Need more, said Chase. Hume frowned. Money? I don't have... Not money, man. He waved at the row of monitors. I need money, I take money. What then? Want to see watch. See what you guys got. I can't possibly. Too bad. Because you're right. You need me. Hume thought for a moment, then... Deal. Chase nodded. Give me 72 hours. Sky gonna fall on WebMine.